What is up, YouTube? Your boy Keith Mitchell is back again, and we're back to talk more DualSense on your gaming PC. Or this time, we're going to compare DS4Windows and Steam, and I'm going to explain why I feel which one is superior over the other one. Now, that's not a dig towards either Steam or DS4Windows. I just, after playing with it for weeks and doing various testing in other games, there's just one that I feel is the best one overall. Now, before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at my gaming PC, or my small form factor PC, which I use for a lot of my testing because it's connected to 4K TV. It's not an OLED. I wish. I can't get one. My wife will kill me. But it's connected to that, where I do all of my big screen gaming over there. And we will go ahead and restart the machine first. And then as we're waiting for the machine to start up, which won't take long, I'll go into why I feel which one is better than the other one and explain why. So strap in, buckle down, grab some popcorn, get a drink, whatever, because it's time to talk more DualSense on the PC. But before I do that, let's take our DualSense, ta-da, and we will go ahead and shut down this machine. Steam has their implementation of native DualSense support using the Steam API, which I think has become so robust that even without Sony support, Steam has things going on pretty well. You can use it for pretty much any game in Steam, and with the Steam API, you're also able to utilize games that have PlayStation inputs or PlayStation buttons, and it will recognize the controller and show them all properly, which is great. I love that about Steam. I love that about the Steam API. I think it's a great solution for anybody who's playing games solely in Steam, or for those who have games that they can host or run out of Steam. But it doesn't work for every game, so there are some games that simply do not work for that. So Steam is great. Zero issue with Steam. I love the fact that Valve is constantly updating it. I got another update before I started today. I think there's another one waiting for me right now. I think Steam is amazing. Now, when we talk about DS4Windows, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think that one is the superior application for several reasons. One, it works for pretty much every game launcher out there. So Bethesda's launcher, Steam, EA Origin, or whatever the hell they're calling it now, the Epic Game Store, GOG. It works with emulators now. It pretty much works with everything, again, including Steam games. Not to mention, I love the fact that the trackpad, oops, not working. Why is it not working? Oh, my controller died. Oh, didn't die. It went to sleep, because when you restart the machine, it kills the Bluetooth, which also does now. Steam just updated theirs to do that. DS4Windows had that in update 2.1.18. I think they're up to 2.1.19, which fixes a minor thing. But the trackpad functions as a mouse, which is great. So instead of me reaching over to grab my Riders keyboard here when I'm playing games, I can simply touch the touchpad and it works just like a mouse. There's no issues. I love this. I love this so much. I know some people have issues with it when they're playing a game and they'll hit it and they'll go ballistic. I think they just need to go in, play with the settings, the jittering, and make it less responsive, and it works great for me. I've had zero issues with this. I've used it with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've used it with Chronos Before the Ashes, which is not my cup of tea. I tried to enjoy it, but I just simply can't. Pretty much every game on here I've tried it with, and it works great. So what we're going to do is, I have Steam PlayStation support disabled right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch a game in Steam, and we're going to show you that how well this actually works. Now, if you've already tried it, fantastic. But this is for those who haven't tried it. And I am using it over Bluetooth, but it works just as well over USB Type-C. And I also want to give a big thanks to the person who reminded me that, Keith, not everybody has Bluetooth. And you know what? You're right. That slipped my mind. I completely forgot about that. I was being ignorant and thinking that everybody had Bluetooth. But I do realize that with the PC platform, there are some other boards that simply do not have Bluetooth on board, which I think is dumb. I think every motherboard should have Bluetooth, but I don't make the decisions. So, also, this fired up really quick, didn't it, right? Can you imagine with a PCIe 4 Generation 4 solid state drive would do. I cannot wait for those to be supported. All right, we're gonna fire up Remnant from the Ashes because that's one of my favorite games. That time in the game is not right. I have more than 116 hours. It's just that Play Night, only until a couple revisions ago, only tracked the actual play time. It doesn't pull from Steam. It tracks the play time for when you launch it from Play Night. So, and there's no sound because every time I play a game here and I have the sound bumping, it's not very good. So, no sound. So, one of the things that happens with this right now is if you hit the PlayStation button on the DualSense without Steam enabled and you're just using DS4Windows, it will open up the Windows game bar, which I really enjoy because I can tell it to go ahead and record or change things on the fly. I really like this option. I really like that it does that. Outside of that, this again is a Steam game. I'm able to use the controller, obviously because it doesn't use the Steam API. Plus, I don't think Remnant from the Ashes even uses the Steam API, so it wouldn't make a difference. But I'm able to use my controller, play my games without any issues. This game doesn't actually have controller support. It doesn't show the actual cursor, but I can use it in game. So when I'm walking around, I can actually see I'm using the DualSense and it's controlling the screen. Oh. I love that. I simply adore that. I'm able to run around, I'm able to swing, I'm able to attack. The only thing that's a problem, again, without the Steam API in games that are emulating input is, again, you need to remember, or you have to force yourself to think about it. So the square is X, the triangle is Y, the X is A, the circle is B. The left and right triggers are pretty much the same. But after you play with the PlayStation controller, even the DualShock 4 or the DualSense controller, after a while, you kind of understand which is which. So it's not a game breaker. It's not a big deal. I've never had any real issues with that, and I think it works just fine. So again, this is Remnant from the Ashes. This is a Steam game, and I'm using DS4Windows without any issues. There is, losing my voice again, there is no conflict there because I disabled the PlayStation to work. I'm able to aim with zero issues. The rumble, oh, the rumble is so good. I know if I sound like a child just getting excited over little things, but you have no idea how much I miss the rumble support. Yeah, it's not haptic feedback, it's not adaptive triggers, but it's still nice to have it in the game. It's so good to have it in the game. And this works like a dream. All right, we're gonna close it out. Options, exit application. Something's hitting me, doesn't matter, the game's closed. Goes right back to Play Night, which I love. I highly recommend it. I'm back in the screen again. So we can go ahead and fire up another Steam game. This time we'll launch Tekken 7. Recently got back into that. I think I need to get back into my fighting form. I used to play fighting games non-stop in my youth, and Tekken 7 is a game that I've loved since its launch. I haven't been following it as much as I should have, but I really love me some Tekken 7. I mean, I really love me some Tekken 7. Actually, I think when Tekken 7 comes on, I'm actually going to play the music because I love this game and I love the music. Actually, no, probably better not if we do that. I'll be bumping and rocking out, so we won't do that. But yet again, and again, we can use the, God, this is awkward sometimes. We use the touchpad in game without a mouse. This is great stuff because without that, you literally would have to pick up your keyboard and go, no, I don't want it. So the benefit for using DS4Windows is you also get the trackpad outside of Steam. There's no issues. Do an arcade battle. Pick my girl Nina. Because it's not Tekken, but a PlayStation controller. At least it wasn't until a couple years ago. Get ready for the next battle. But while I'm here, guys, be sure to stop over at the Outerhaven.net. We are a small gaming and geek culture website. We got a lot of great content, a lot of great writers, put out some good stuff. I think you would enjoy what we talk about, so be sure to check that out. I mean, you like our videos, you'll like this. Law putting the business on me. Oh, wow, he did a rage right in the air. Is that going to connect? Wow, it connected. Wow, Law. It didn't kill though. That was your mistake. Should have killed me. You know, my controller is just rumbling nonstop. But I just love the fact that I can use this DualSense controller with that. So again, I'm using this, again, a Steam game with DS4Windows. No issues. Anyway, that's Tekken. Tekken works just fine. Again, this is why I nominate DS4Windows as being the better application. That's not taking anything away from Steam. Steam implementation is great. But again, if you're only using Steam games, then you don't really have a recourse. But when you're playing other games, again, like GOG or playing games on EA, again, I don't know what the hell they call it anymore. It's just the better solution. That said, I do think that DS4Windows still has some room for improvement, but in just 2 weeks, this application has gone from being just supporting the DualShock 4 to providing pretty much everything for the DualSense controller. Again, we've got the touchpad, we've got directional input, we've got the analogs, we've got the buttons working, we've got the light bar working, rumble, all over Bluetooth or USB Type-C cable. Yet again, if you don't have Bluetooth for your machine, this is fantastic stuff. Steam also does the same thing, but yet again, it is specifically, almost exclusively for games in Steam or games that you can launch out of Steam. So even right now, I'm playing Need for Speed Remastered. I have not played this, or Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 Remastered. I have yet to play this game yet. I only resubscribed to EA a couple days ago because I was trying to play something with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I thought I purchased, and apparently I did not. So, actually, the reason why I didn't purchase it because I was waiting for it to hit Steam. Because I'd rather buy it on Steam. I'd rather have all my games in one location. But that's neither here nor there. I'm playing this with my DualSense controller, and it's working just fine. So, again, if you ask me, if you ever talk to me again on Twitch or on Twitter or on these YouTube videos, and you ask me why I think DS4Windows is perhaps the superior application, there's your answer. It just works in more games. You have the same features that you have in Steam, and that's pretty much it. This game did not age well, and they're calling this a remaster? Seriously? I mean, what does it do differently? Let me just see something, folks. I know this is about one thing, but this is curious. Like, what looks different other than a frame rate? I mean, what looks different here? The car is still handling like crap. That's for damn sure. Yeah, whatever. Hard pass. I'm glad I didn't buy this game. So, folks, that is it. That is my recommendation for DS4Windows over Steam. Again, I've said it multiple times. I'll say it again. That doesn't mean that Steam is garbage. It totally does not mean. It just means for what I do, DS4Windows is the superior application. You can totally use Steam for everything else. I don't have any issues with Steam. I love what Valve has done with Steam as far as supporting the DualSense controller. Both applications, both teams need to be applauded for what they've accomplished. This is great stuff without support from Sony. Talking about why I feel Sony should support the DualSense on PC, check out the video that'll appear in the middle of your screen. And that's it. As always, folks, if you enjoyed the video, please do us a huge favor by either providing a thumbs up or a thumbs down for this video. Still not very comfortable talking on video, but I think I'm getting better. Subscribe to the channel, help us grow on YouTube. That way, we feel confident you enjoy our content. Other people see that you love our content, and our small channel is no longer so small. That's great stuff. And hit the notification bell so you know when new videos from us are released. That's it. That is the pitch. Hopefully, you guys are understanding what's happening here with DS4Windows and Steam. And if you need some troubleshooting help, or if you need a primer, we've got other videos talking about DualSense on Windows, DualSense using DS4Windows, and DualSense using Steam. As always, we are appreciative if you're watching our video. Be sure to stop by for more videos in the upcoming days. But keep in mind, because we are getting closer to the holidays, our video production is going to ramp down, and you might get 1 or 2 videos from us outside of gameplay, but then the more serious videos probably won't come until next year. That said, look forward to some gameplay from us from Cyberpunk 2077. We will be playing on PC and possibly on the PlayStation 5 and or Xbox Series X, which we have access to both of them. So be sure to look out for those. And again, stop by the Outerhaven.net. The address is at the bottom right of the screen. We've got a lot of great content over there. We talk about video games. We do video game news and reviews, anime, manga. I think we've got some of the best anime and manga reviews on the entire internet. Hands down, I think some of the best. TV, film, you name it, we probably covered over at the Outerhaven.net. So be sure to check that out. And once again, folks, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for taking out time in your busy schedule to watch our stuff. It is very appreciative. And my voice doesn't like you too much because it keeps going away. All right, I'm out of here. Take it easy, play some games, game on, and be safe out there. And wear a mask. We're not out of this yet. COVID is still kicking our butts. Stay safe, protect yourself, protect your families, protect your friends.
And we strive for chorus.